everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another fun-filled, exciting video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about the truck my mechanic has for me that I showed on YouTube's shorts video on my other channel, and the offer my brother made me. I also made a shorts video that, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'll put those on the end screen so you can check it out and see the trucks. But so I went over there yesterday. He called me and said he'd be out in the shop. And I went and I took a look at it, and yes, the body is rusted pretty bad, but I can deal with that. I think maybe what I'll have him do is like cut it off so it's not so jagged around the fenders. And but my biggest concern of it, and if you'll see that in the video, is the two cracks that were on the frame by the rear tires. I had that same issue with my truck, but he was able to keep welding it for probably 4 or 5 years. I got out of it when those cracks first appeared. It's problematic with that model of Chevy. Also, what he would do is go through the basics like brakes and whatnot to make sure it's up to running. He won't have time to do this for another like 2 or 3 weeks. He's going on vacation. He's got to get his Jeeps all ready to go mudding, so he won't have time to work on that. But I did, like I say, I took it for a test drive. I drove it here, it started right up. The motor is just great on it, just like it was on mine. Of course, there's a few warning lights on there, like the anti-lock brake system one, and service engine soon. So, but it drove fine. The interior is really nice. I went ahead and pushed the button to go into four-wheel drive, went right into four-wheel drive, so the four-wheel drive works on it. It hasn't hauled 3,000 loads of wood like my truck did. The bed has a bed liner. Yes, the tailgate, the latches don't latch. He's going to try to fix that too. So what I would have to give to him is he has a wood shed, and he has an outdoor wood boiler. It holds about 10 full cords of wood, and I would have to fill the thing up once it's empty. And he only wants black locust firewood, which I got to hook up with that with Darren. So I'd basically be making payments to Darren, and so that would cover the truck. But as far as the repairs that it would need, like welding the frame, that would have to come out of my pocket. Of course, I'd need money to get plates and insurance for it too. But it's something I could probably have on the road here in probably 3 or 4 weeks. And then I'd have a truck again to do deliveries, and I wouldn't have to depend on all these other people to help me out, which has been working out pretty good. But I like to be independent myself. And so I think, I actually like the truck. And I read some of your comments yesterday about it, and most people were saying I was junk, get rid of it. But those are probably the same people that were saying my red truck was junk for the last 5 years that it lasted. Yes, I had to keep putting money into it. But like I say, whenever you buy a used truck or somebody else's truck, you don't know what repairs or how they treated it, but it appears to be in good shape besides the rust that you're going to get from a 20-year-old truck. I'm not sure exactly what year it is, but I'm sure it's early 2000s like mine was. So I can get past the surface rust. And like I say, the inside was great on it. The heater works. And it's a beater with a heater, like I say. And but I think I could be doing deliveries. But another issue is it's only a half ton. So I'd have to have him put leaf springs on it like he did with my other truck. And it seemed like that cost like $800. And that was in 2015, but it makes such a difference. I guess I could try it, but hauling heavy loads like green logs or blocks or like some heavy species like shagbark hickory, I don't know if those springs can handle an oversized truckload of it. So that would be a priority. The number one priority would be welding the frame and then checking out everything on it. I mean, stuff's gonna go wrong, like fuel lines, brake lines. I had all that done on the red truck over the last 5 or 6 years. Couple like the alternator and the power steering pump had to be done twice. So anything you get is you're gonna have repairs to it, especially a truck that's basically worth $1,500. I think that's what he wants for it. I'm sure a lot of people are saying, "Oh, just scrap it. It's junk." But yes, I want a nice 3/4 or 1 ton that has like a headache rack. That's another thing I might have to get, although Chris in the Woodyard doesn't use one, so maybe I could just be careful and just do deliveries with it. And but that would be like a secondary thing that I need done with it. Also, the third door didn't open. He's going to work on that too, but that's secondary. The main thing is like making it sure it's safe, even though you said my red truck wasn't safe and it lasted me forever. But yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking, you know. And the deal with my brother, he just brought that up. That's him dreaming, you know. It might not be 2 or 3 or more months than that before he gets his van, you know. So he might be keeping his truck. Plus, that's been always going and having to have work done on it too. And the way he looks at it is like he bought it for $4,500 and he put $3,000 into repairs. Now he thinks it's worth $7,500. It doesn't work that way. So I guess that's what all I got to say about the truck. But I think I'll give some bonus footage. I know Karen likes the longer videos and a few other people like them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start splitting some of these bundle grade oak blocks in here for a few minutes, and then we'll end the video. And maybe I'll think of more things to say about the truck. know, for the 8 or 10 grand that I would need for a decent truck, I'd be lucky to have that much in the fall when everybody starts buying, if I can get all the deliveries done in time. So, like I say, give me going. It's nothing like, you know, a long-term thing, but something that would last probably 2 or 3 years. So, all right, guys, I gotta get back to work. That's it for the bonus footage. Thanks for watching, guys. See you at the next one.